What is up, mortals? It is your god, back here to give you the role of anime fighters. I hope you guys like that intro, cause I just came up with it. So, you guys are asking, you're starting another what if? Like, bro, what if Deku was betrayed? Oh, we still continue that series. But I have realized today, after rewatching a video, I had promised you guys, what if Naruto was neglected, and I said I was redoing it. Wait for the remastered version. Well, you guys are getting the remastered version today, and I don't know if I should say a movie because I know I'm gonna get tired at one point, and I'm gonna be like, no, I know I said movie and all that. So want me to move onto the video and see if I want to do a movie in case I don't get tired. So let's go. We start off at the Nine Tails attack. Kurama has broken out of the Genjutsu and now is fighting Minato because he's angry that someone would dare put him under a Genjutsu. This is where he's so angry that he starts going on a rampage even harder. Kushina is gonna stay alive, and also there's gonna be two other babies, Menma and Mito. Why did I change their names? Because I felt like it. And Menma and Mito are crying, and Naruto is too, but not like like that type of cry. He's like calm. He's kind of calm. And this is where everything happens. Naruto gets the instead of him getting only 50% in the soul, he gets 97 soul. The soul. Minato had used a different jutsu, and he was supposed to seal 25 in Mito, 25 in not Baruto, Menma, and 25 and I forgot her name. That's her Kushina, and then 25 in Naruto, because that's the seal that he did. It splits up something by 25. Wait. So back to where we left off. He's like, he does that jutsu, but he messes up. He does another jutsu because he slips up his hand signs without him even knowing. So Kushina will survive because he still has some of the nine tails inside of her. Just how Gaara survived because some of the QB was still inside of him. I don't know if the QB was extracted fully. I didn't watch I watched the episode, but not fully. I left when Chio died because it reminded me of my grandmother, kind of. So, and let's continue. Naruto is saying, not Naruto, everything is gonna go the same, but Naruto is gonna get hated even more. She would tell everybody that her babies only have the chakra, and they only have dark chakra, which all the chakra that they lose is gonna go straight to Naruto, or that's leaking out is gonna go straight to Kurama and give him back his strength and all that. And this is where Naruto's is actually being hated by Minato too, but he's not the fourth Hokage. The third Hokage is the Lord the Hokage, because the council said it was best if he would retire because you never know because the third Hokage has more experience, but he didn't take this to an offense. He just thought the council was looking out for them, looking out for him, which they were. So let's get back into the video. So Naruto is living in their basement, hated even more. Like, you can't tell me that this kid is not being hated by the whole village. The only time he's allowed to get food is when Kushina just throws a rotten apple or rotten sandwich at him. That's the only time he eats. And this is when Minato comes down and he says, "Hey, you demon fox." Because he hates the Nine Tails for what he did to Kushina. And the third Hokage is not going to hate Naruto, just to let you know. Your godparents are coming over. You better not embarrass them or me for that fact. Him like, I want daddy. What did I tell you about calling me daddy? You're not my son. What you are, but I'm gonna see if I can get rid of you. This is where Jiraiya and Kushina, Jiraiya and Tsunade come as a lifesaver. They tell Kushina and Minato a false prophecy because Jiraiya doesn't know who the prophecy is, and he's saying, "Oh, remember Minato are the prophecy," which is fake. And he's like, "They're the prophecy," and Naruto is supposed to distract them. You better get him out the house, because if he stays in the house, he's gonna distract them. Oh, blah blah blah. So Naruto has to move out regardless. The third Hokage actually gives him a good apartment because he wouldn't want Naruto to be that bad, even though he knows what Minato is doing. So he's actually nice to Naruto. And that same day that I forgot to say something. The apartment is getting renovated right now. I don't know what to say. And Minato puts down a scroll. This is the scroll of seeing. The third Hokage gave it to him to learn. Not to learn, but to keep it down there somewhere safe. And he's like, so I'll put it down here. And he warns Naruto, if you touch this, nigga, you gonna catch some hands. Your hands will be ripped off your arm. And he's like, I won't, daddy. And this is where he falls asleep. And wakes up in a sewer type place. And he doesn't know, not yet. Because Naruto is really smart, just to what you know. But he's not able to read that much because of his parents. And this is where he's like, where am I? In a scared, scared, shaken voice, I mean. And this is where he starts walking, listening to a voice. This is where he starts following that voice. This is where he finds the Nine-Tailed Fox. And this is where he's not surprised, because his parents keep calling him the Nine-Tailed Fox, and there's a Nine-Tailed Fox in front of him. This is where he says, so, are you the Nine-Tails? Stuttering, kind of. He's like, yeah, kid. What is it to you? Can we be friends? Kurama's like, wow, this kid can barely even speak. What did those guys do to him? Because Kurama's been sleeping. He didn't really care about what happened up there. So he didn't really try to get in contact with Naruto. He just let whatever happened happen. But now he noticed that Naruto can barely even speak. And that's kind of shaking him up. He's like, this kid can't even speak. And he's like, what did they do to him? And this is where Kurama takes control for about a few seconds. And this is where he can see the scroll ceiling and that he's in a basement. And this is where he gets back up. And this is where Kurama says, kid, come out your mindscape for a second. Because Kurama's not that bad. Disgusting Kurama that always hates him and doesn't want him to progress, or he just wants him to die. He's not that type of Kurama. So he wants him to be really strong. So this is where he wakes up, and this is where he sees the scroll, and Kurama is actually talking to him, because Kurama actually made it so he can talk to him. So he's talking to him, he says, grab that seal and roll it out. And so when Naruto rolls the whole thing out. And this is where it's rolled out all the way. And he's like, what is this? And then he says, look out everything that you can. And so when Naruto starts looking at everything in the scroll, and this is where Kurama's copying everything down, making his own scrolls of ceiling in his mindscape, Naruto's mindscape. So Kurama memorized it all, and this is where he's like, I guess. And this is where he brings Naruto back into his mindscape, because Naruto doesn't have that much power. After Naruto rolls it up, of course, because we don't want that stinking beating with a whip. Nope. And this is where he's like, kid, here. This is where Naruto grabs it, and you just made a copy of this? Yeah, for you to learn. But what, why would you do that? Aren't you gonna hate me? And this is what Kurama's like, no, I'm the only reason why you're getting hated. So why would I hate you? He says. But you're not a demon. I am. He says, and this is what he says. No, you're not, kid. If you call yourself a demon one more time, I swear to God, I will smack you. Please stop calling yourself a demon and gain some confidence. This is where he's like, okay, he says. And this is where Naruto's Dojutsu / Kekkei Genkai awakens. His Kekkei Genkai is to adapt to anything. And by this I mean he can literally adapt to anything. Let's say Naruto is in a fight. An opponent that has a style of fighting that Naruto is not quite used to. He's gonna be like, oh, how am I supposed to move? And he's gonna start adapting to the way the opponent fights, like being able to dodge and memorize everything that the opponent is able to do. So this is where Naruto, and this is where Kurama's like, this kid just awakened his Kekkei Genkai. And also, adapting also makes him able to copy things. So he's able to copy. like Mangekyo Sharingan. Not bring up the Sharingan. Let's not bring up the Sharingan. And this is where Naruto in his mind state starts copying everything. And he doesn't know why, but he has full control of this ability. And he starts copying everything. And this is where he starts practicing all the dojutsus out. And this is where he comes across the Renegade. And this is where he copies that. It goes straight to his eyes. And this is where he deactivates it. You guys are wondering, like, what? He can activate the Renegade? Isn't that a permanent dojutsu in your eyes? Let me tell you something. Nagato, Sasuke were given the Renegade. Not what Madara was given a Renegade because he gave up his Renegade. Now he has his Renegade back. He can't turn it off. So Naruto, because he copied it and he unlocked it, he can turn it off. Or some other logic or something. I'm sorry about the noise. Let me just move my computer at an angle where my phone can charge. So, he's like, and this is where Kurama's like, what? This kid just copied the Renegade? Reminding him of the Sage of Six Paths. He's like, wow. Your dad would be proud of you. Not referring to Minato. To Sage of Six Paths. Because, he knows that Naruto is a reincarnate. So he's like, your dad would be proud. Indra. Or Ashura, I don't know. And this is where he's like, so, and this is where Naruto starts copying some wood style dragon golem, and he learns a bunch of sealing jutsus, and he literally learns every jutsu in there. Like, he learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu, Moti. Like, he even creates a sword in his mindscape and starts practicing Kenjutsu. And he creates like a few humans in his mindscape and decides to put genjutsus on them. He had created a genjutsu. It's not called the Infinite Tsukiyomi, don't worry. This genjutsu allows someone to pour hot lava on you. And you won't be feeling it outside the world, but you'll be feeling it in the genjutsu. And it will be more like an eternity. And the only way you're going to be able to break out is you either inflict pain on yourself. So the best way to do that is chop off your hand. Yep. Chopping off your hand. And this is where he's like, wow, this kid's stuck good. So, Naruto, that has been 2 days. Naruto's now moving out the house with newfound confidence. Kushina and Minato start to put him down. And so he says, leave me alone. With a newfound confidence. And this is where they're shocked. He got gone from stuttering in 1 day to a confident kid. And this is where Minato says, how dare you? This is where Naruto's body flickers. Chops him on the neck and goes straight to his house with one t-shirt and a few pants or a jumpsuit. And this is where he's like, those guys are annoying. And today, at the first day of academy, Sasuke is gonna still get his clan massacred. Or no, he's not gonna get the clan massacred. Itachi is really not gonna want to massacre the clan because Minato was there. He negotiated with the thing and told them, if you don't start the coup, we can work out a deal. And Fugaku went along with this deal, and they got to come back into the leaf and police task force are in there. So what do you mean continue? So Naruto is now in the academy. As soon as he walks in, everybody starts shooting daggers at him, like they want to kill, like pick a bone with him. This is where Kiba runs up with kunai in hand, and his form is kind of shaky. That's where Naruto starts dodging everything. And some people start throwing kunais, Naruto starts dodging. Even Aruka, when he walks in, starts throwing kunais. Naruto is dodging like crazy. He's like just damaging up your own class. Naruto's kind of moving like Koro Sensei. If you don't know who that is, I feel bad for you. It's from Assassin's Classroom. You should first try watching it in sub, then dub if you don't want to read subtitles. So this is where he's like moving like crazy. He's like, you are not about to pull up a mob block and try to shoot me. Not shoot me, throw kunais at me. This is where Naruto sits down. Sasuke is kinda impressed, but he knows that he's an elite Uchiha. If he could do it, that Naruto can do it, that he can do it 10 times better, because he knows Naruto is a weakling in his head. And actually, he's not. This is where Mema and Mito walk in. Everybody's throwing love letters. All the boys are loving on Mito, and all the girls hate that, but all the girls are crushing on Sasuke and Medma, and all the boys hate that. So let me continue. Now let's skip to the 1v1 battles. This is where Sasuke is like, say your prayers, and this is where Memma says, teacher Uruka Sensei, can you please put me in a ring too? And Mito, so where he's like, oh, no problem, because he wants to see Naruto's ass get clapped. By this, Memma, Mito, and Sasuke have pretty good teamwork. Teamwork that would be Naruto when he fought Kakashi in the beginning. And that was trash. No offense, Naruto. This is when Naruto starts walking and standing still, kind of like how Uchiha does it. And this is when Sasuke makes the first move. He does the fireball jutsu. Memma and Mito do an air palm. Naruto just moves out the way, walks out the way. What the fireball just do that, and he's like, he just yawns. All you got? And this is where Sasuke stands back while Memma and Mito go attack Naruto. Naruto pulls some ultra instant stuff, and he just dodging like, what you doing? Where your hands at? Show me your hands. And Sasuke's like, enough. And he turns on his one Tomoe Sharingan for about 10 seconds and tries to speed blitz Naruto. And this is where he tries but fails. That's when he's drained out too much chakra because the use of the Sharingan. Like, pathetic. One Tomoe. And this is where he in his last effort he tries to smack Naruto. Naruto just ducks, and this is where Sakura joins in. She's like, Urika Sensei, let me join in, cause she's a bitch, useless ass, thinking that she's strong. She runs up and tries to punch Naruto, trying to use brute strength, which she doesn't have yet. because Tsunade never taught her. But Tsunade did teach Mito this, so Mito's trying to use brute strength as well. And they're failing miserably. Like, dodging this. This is where Aruka is getting tired and throws a kunai. It almost grazes Naruto. Almost grazes, because Naruto didn't see it coming. It was like a cheap shot, which Naruto just dodges. It almost grazes him. He's like, another interferer. Oh, I don't care. And this is where he just knocks them out. He like does some 64 palms, like does a 64 palms, punching all their chakra points, making it seem like they actually got knocked out from the back. This is where they fall to the ground. This is where Aruka says, "Winner is Naruto." And Third Hokage was watching this, and he was kind of happy for Naruto. But Kushina and Minato were not. And this is where they pull up to the scene where he defeated all of them. And so he says, Naruto, why did you defeat Memma and Mito? Because it was 1v1 and I didn't want to lose. You were not supposed to beat them. They were supposed to beat you. And so Jiraiya and Tsunade watching in the back. No, it's just Tsunade because Jiraiya had to go on a mission. And so he says, but what if I did lose? What would you say then? That you were a weakling. Now lose to them, or you're going to have to deal with us. He says, go ahead, try to beat me. It's where Minato Kushina tries to punch him. This went with full strength. Like, punch you out of existence straight. Obliterate the top of your head straight. And this is when Naruto catches it with a finger. Minato's about to stab a kunai into Naruto's arm. This is where Naruto lifts up his foot, kicks Minato up high. Then this is where Minato throws a fine rising kunai down at Naruto. And this is where he teleports. This is where Naruto does this move where he backhands him. Like, you put up your fist and you outline your arm into like a flying position, and then bring out your forearm and just back them with your two fingers like that. Boom. And this is where Minato goes straight back to the ground. Kushina tries to kick him. This is where Jiraiya was walking in the background, and he saw under Kushina's skirt and took a picture. I just had to mention that because you gonna know why. Same thing's gonna happen. So he's like, smack, punch in the mouth. And this is where the most beautiful girl in the whole entire village, and the boys are crushing on her too. And this is where she walks in because she's kind of late to class, and she sees how Naruto's easily handling all of them. And right now she would be at Sasuke's level against against with curse mark one on. You guys are asking, why are you making her so OP? Because Naruto's girlfriend needs to be strong. So she sees how Naruto's just backhanding them. She sees that he's not even putting in effort, and she's kind of getting corny. And oh yeah, this is gonna be an 18 only. What if? She starts to get horny. She's like, she's kind of wetting her pants. And all the girls like Naruto, but they can't like him because their parents would probably do that. Because Naruto's hot in this one. He's hot. No homo. He's hot. So this is where she starts to wet her pants. And this is, if you know what I mean. And this is where she's like, oh, Naruto. I never knew you was this strong. And she starts shaking her pants. And some of the girls in the back are like, Naruto's so hot. Except for Sakura, used to sipping over Sasuke. Only Sasuke. Want some of that Sharingan dick. Yep. Yep. And this is where they're like, oh my god. And this is where Mito is like, I got beaten by Naruto. But why is he so hot? And why is he lingering in my mind? She's saying, you guys are asking, what? But why? Don't worry, that's not gonna happen. I'm not about to do that. Disgusting. Step bro, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm not about to do that. And this is where Kushina doesn't have continue punching Naruto. Naruto just dodging. And this is where the girl just says the girl's name is called I need a clever name. Shimiki. Shimiki says, I need to go to the bathroom, please. And this is where she goes to the bathroom and she nuts all over the floor. Oh, she burst all over the floor. And this is where she's like rubbing herself because she sees how Naruto's so fucking hot. And Naruto's like, you guys are fucking losers. Stop attacking me. And this is where Naruto just knocks them out. And this is where the third Hokage is shocked. He's like, Naruto got game. Oh my god. One, he just knocked out. I'm surprised. Like, he's like, that he's good. And this is where he's like, and this is where he sees the third Hokage's kind of ball thing spying on him. And this is where he waves at the third Hokage. He's like, and plus he got good sensory. No one in the whole entire world can sense that. He says, this kid, he's gonna be a prodigy among prodigies. And this is where we go to the end of the academy. In the beginning test, Naruto doesn't have to do it because third Hokage tries to skip him, and he says Naruto's passing either way. Mizuki is not going to try to steal it because he will be already behind bars. Because an Amanaka decided to play a prank and go through Mizuki's mind, forgiving him an F. And this is where he sees the plan that Mizuki's going to try, so he tells it to the third Hokage. This is where the third Hokage is like, put Mizuki behind bars. And they do just that. And everybody passes. Naruto passes. He gets his headband. Let me see. He gets a headband like, oh no. Let me see. He gets a headband like, I'm sorry, but looking for a headband. No, he gets a regular headband, but it's kind of black. No homo. Instead of the blue outline, it's the black outline. So yeah. And he's right now wearing a mask, cause he's that mysterious type kid. And this is where Naruto is a good enough age to have sex. You know what I'm about to do. After he passed, Menma, not Menma, Kushito, not Kushito. I'm talking about Shikato, not Shikato, Shiri. I forgot her name already. Shirito comes. She's not Shirito. Shiriro. Let's call it a Shiriro. Shiriro goes to Naruto's house, and she knocks on the door, and Naruto looks out, and he sees that it's a girl, and he tries to sense other people, but no one else is around. So he's like, so what do you want? Can I come in? Do you want to have a sleepover? And this is where Naruto says, why would you want to have a sleepover with me? She kind nodding, but not too much, because she didn't see how Naruto's fighting. So she's kind of like, because I want to congratulate you on passing. You better take up my offer, because you don't get all this like this all the time. It's where Naruto says, sure. And she really has a sleeping bag coming. So she comes into Naruto's room. And Naruto says, what are you doing? And this is where she pushes him onto the bed. She's like, what I wanted to do for a very long time. This is where this is where she takes off her clothes and just nuts all over Naruto's shirt. This is where Naruto just looks down. Kurama's like laughing. Nigga, you got game. Kurama's laughing like, my boy already doing this. You laughing like nigga. He like tearing up like, you better do it, Naruto. And Naruto says, she just wet me. Naruto gains a boner or an erection. And so Naruto says, fuck it. No detail. And a fucking German Shepherd fucking style fuck. And the next day, that's where I'm going to leave it off. The next day. So, have a good day, you mortals promoted to anime fighters. Since you guys know how to hit a light goal, in 1 hour, you guys hit the light goal. So, this was your prize. Naruto the Quiet Kid and What If Deku Was Betrayed is coming out very soon. Goodbye.